What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Carolina Panthers Madden 24 franchise rebuild. It's football time here on the channel, and we've got a good one as we've got a primetime matchup against the New Orleans Saints. In our last matchup with the Saints, we were completely declawed as they score 45 on us and we only managed 3. At the time, the Saints were the #1 offense in the NFL and we were the #1 defense in the NFL. But things have changed. The Saints are currently the number 10 offense in the NFL, and we are the number 5 ranked offense. We still hold the #1 defense in the NFL, while the Saints are number 16. And with the playoffs getting closer, here's a look at where we stand. Currently, the Carolina Panthers sit in the 4 seed, looking to take on the New York Giants. The #1 seeds right now are projected to go to Baltimore and Washington. And no surprise here, as we've got upgrades coming out of practice. Our first one here to Hayden Hurst. We're going to go possession for him. He's up to a 79 overall. And he's got 2 awareness, 1 ball carrier vision, 1 catch in traffic, 1 pass block, 1 release, 1 run block finesse, 1 short route running, and 1 trucking. Next up, we've got Yetur Gross-Matos. We're going to go run stopper for him. He's going to stay a 76 overall. And he gets 3 block shedding and 1 pursuit. And last but not least, rookie Angelo Flowers. We're going to go zone coverage for him. He stays a 73. And he's got 2 awareness, 1 press, and 2 zone coverage. And we did have 1 injury during practice. Unfortunately, it is to 3rd string tight end Greg Ainsworth. He suffered an ACL sprain and will miss this week, so we won't be running as many 3 tight end sets. However, the Saints are a little banged up on the defensive side. They're going to be without Brian Bresee, Anthony Forbes, and Julian Okara. And here is how the Saints have done so far this year. Their rookie quarterback Mike Oliver still leading the way. He's got 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 2,600 yards. On the ground, Alvin Kamara's got 729 yards and 5 touchdowns. Mike Oliver escaping the pocket. He's got 259 on the ground with 1 touchdown. And Jamal Williams has 251 and 4 touchdowns. Receiving, Chris Olave just shy of 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. Rookie Trey Wooden, he's got 496 with 3 touchdowns. Juwan Johnson, 478 with 5 touchdowns. And A.T. Perry, 475 with 2 touchdowns. These top 4 are pretty good. Defensively, Pete Warner leads them in tackles with 67. In sacks, Brian Bresee has 6. They're going to be missing him today. And interceptions, 3 go to Paulson Adebo, 2 to Alante Taylor, 2 to Pete Warner, 2 to Tyrann Mathieu, 1 to Isaiah Rodgers, Griffin, and Lattimore. And we are all set for some Sunday night football as we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Carolina to take on our Panthers. Let's go. And welcome everybody to a beautiful night here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we've got a good NFC South matchup on tap with Chris Olave and the New Orleans Saints going up against Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. The Saints currently sitting 4-7, 3rd in the NFC South, and Carolina is 7-4, 2nd in the NFC South, looking to keep pace with Atlanta. The last time these 2 teams met was a Saints blowout, winning that game 45-3. Will Carolina be able to avenge that loss, or will the Saints come out swinging with their rookie quarterback Oliver? The Saints are ready. The Panthers are ready. Let's get this Sunday night game underway. As Butker boots this one deep, Lassiter will take it in the end zone, and he's going to bring this one out where he's met by Barno at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Saints offense for their first drive of the day. Well, night. It is Mike Oliver under center, the rook. He's got 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 2,600 yards. And he's got it 1st and 10 here as they start out in the shotgun with 2 tight ends. Kamara to his right. They bring motion and fake the handoff. Give it to Kamara. And he's finally wrestled down after a 3-yard gain by DJ Johnson. Now 2nd and 7. The Saints come out in the offset eye. Kamara, the deep back. And they're going to run him again where he is met. The second tackler brings him down. That is Hill, I think? Yep, that is Hill. This will bring up a 3rd and 5 as we take another look here. Kamara gets past the first tackler, but Hill brings him down. Hill, of course, playing in the place of Sheldon Merritt. And now it is 3rd and 5. Oliver in the shotgun again with Kamara to his left this time. Carolina brings pressure, and it gets home. Nicholas Schultz brings down Mike Oliver for the sack, forcing 4th and 12. An excellent job getting through the line by Schultz. Nobody touched him. And the Saints will go 3 and out. It's 4th and 12. Johnston on to punt it back to Anderson. Anderson will take this one at about the 36. And he's trying to get outside, slips by one tackler, and is brought down at the 48-yard line. And here comes Bryce Young and this Panther offense. Bryce Young, 18 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, 2,800 yards on the year for him. Bit of a down year here in Young's 3rd season. But he's got it 1st and 10 here at the 48 in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Miles Sanders, who looks for room on the right side and finds 3 yards. Sanders shut down last week in the Dolphins game. Let's see if he can find some success here tonight as it's 2nd and 7 in the shotgun again. And this once again is a handoff to Sanders, who has blocking on the outside and a 1st down up to the 38-yard line. Excellent 12-yard rush there by Sanders. Now 1st and 10. Shotgun again for Young and the Panthers. They go play action and throw this one out to Mingo, who hauls it in with Lattimore draped all over him. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. Now 1st and 10 from the 27. Young in the shotgun. And they'll hand this off to Sanders, who goes up the middle, spinning away from tacklers and has another 1st down. Good run there by Sanders again. Now 1st and 10 from the 14 as Carolina continues to drive. They come out with 2 tight ends. Bryce Young dropping back, dumps this off to Elias Quintana, who has it and forces his way down to the 2. After that 13-yard gain, the Panthers have it at the 2. They come out with all their big boys. And they're going to hand this off to Sanders as he looks for room and scores. Touchdown, Miles Sanders. The 1st of the night for Carolina. They just run this one off tackle, and Sanders finds some space. Good blocking up front. And here's the extra point attempt by Butker. Hold is good. It is up, and the kick is good. We've got an early lead here for Carolina, 7-0. And Butker is ready to kick this one back. Lassiter will take it in his end zone and bring it out. And he's got a little bit of room, but he meets the shoulder of Barno at the 23. And here comes Mike Oliver in this Saints offense, who went 3 and out on their last drive. 1st and 10. 2 tight ends out there for New Orleans. And they're going to hand this one off to Kamara, who will get no gain as he's met by all the linebackers. Now 2nd and 10. I formation here for New Orleans. Kamara, the deep back. Carolina brings pressure. This is out quick and off the hands. That looked like Jawan James. That may have dropped it. Now it's 3rd and 10 from the 23. The Saints in danger of going 2 and out, or 3 and out again, as Carolina gets pressure and Oliver chucks this one out of bounds. And Johnson is on to punt this one back as the Saints once again go 3 and out on their 2nd drive. Anderson will fair catch this one at the 33-yard line. As we take a look at Sanders' numbers, 10 touchdowns on the year, 1,100 yards. First and 10 for Young and the Panthers. And this one is nearly picked off by Pete Warner. Now second and 10. Sanders, the deep back, 2 tight ends out there. They'll play action Sanders. And Young will flip this to Quintana, who's wide open. And gets the Panthers first down at the 48-yard line. Excellent job there by Quintana to get open and Sanders to find him. Not Sanders, Young. Young to find him and just dumping it off. Now first and 10 at the 48. Young under center with 3 tight ends. And they'll hand this off to Sanders as he looks for room around the outside and will lose 1 yard. Good pursuit there by the Saints. Now second and 11. Ball at the 47. Young in the shotgun. And this one goes underneath for Dean, who hauls it in but steps out of bounds for a 4-yard gain. Now third and 7 for Carolina as they've crossed midfield. They come out with 3 wide. They'll play action to Sanders and Young throwing deep for Mingo. Incomplete. Overthrew his man. And Hecker is out to punt this one away. That's something Young has been guilty of much in his career, overthrowing his wide open receivers as this punt bounces into the end zone. Now first and 10 as the Saints look to avoid going 3 and out for a 3rd straight drive. They come out with 2 tight ends. And they'll hand this off to Kamara, who is bottled up by Johnson. That'll be a loss of 1. Now second and 11 for the Saints. 2 tight ends out there. They haven't gotten anything going today. And this one is quick and caught by A.T. Perry. That'll be good for 1 yard. Third and 10 as the Panthers look to force another 3 and out. And they bring pressure once again. This one gets out and off the hands again of Jawan Johnson. Incomplete. Carolina forcing a 3rd straight 3 and out as Johnston is on to punt. He gets this one back to Anderson. Anderson takes it, looks for space, reverses field, and gets it up to the 38-yard line. And here comes the Panther offense, unable to do anything on their last drive. Now third and... What am I even saying here? It's nowhere near 3rd and 10. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. And Young dropping back. Throws this one out to Chark, who has it, and a first down as he's brought to the ground by Lattimore. 1st and 10 again from the 48. Less than a minute left to go here in the 1st. And they're going to hand this off to Sanders as he runs around his blockers and finds space, juking out into open field and finally pushed out at the 15-yard line. Good run there by Miles. Excellent blocking up front. Good moves there by Sanders as he uses his speed to get up to the 15. Now 1st and 10 from the 15. 3 tight ends out there once again for Carolina. They'll play action this one off to Sanders as Young throwing to the end zone, intercepted by Lattimore. And Lattimore brings it back to the 7, looking for Chark in the end zone, but Lattimore was right there to take it away. Should have just gone underneath. Now 9 seconds left to go here as the Saints come out in the I. Perry and Olave outright. And they play action. Oliver looking for Olave, has him at the sideline, and it's caught and good. Good catch there by Olave. As he manages to stay in bounds. Found the hole in the cover 2. And that is one. Oh, maybe he didn't get 2 feet down. And that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. As we've got a decent one here. Carolina 7, New Orleans 0. Welcome back to the start of the second. We've got Oliver in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 38. This will be the first drive of the night. The Saints did not go 3 and out. And this one is caught by Olave on the sideline for a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 6. Oliver in the shotgun again. Olave in the slot left. And this is out to Olave, but incomplete. Couldn't hold on through the Jamie Robinson hit. And that brings up 3rd and 6 for the Saints. Carolina presses the receivers. They bring pressure, and this is out to Olave. Caught for a Saints first down, the second of the game and the second on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line now. Oliver in the shotgun. Taking the snap. Carolina bringing pressure. Dumps this off to Olave again, who's met and marked just shy of the first down marker. Now 2nd and inches in the eye. They only need a couple of inches here. As Carolina brings pressure, and A.T. Perry makes the grab for a first down. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends. Kamara alone in the backfield as Oliver makes some adjustments up front. And this one goes out to Olave again, who has it and goes out of bounds at the 4. This has been a good drive by New Orleans, who has it 1st and goal from the 4. And this goes out quick to Olave, but he can't get in. They're going to mark him just shy of the goal line. 2nd and goal from the 1 here. Oliver in the shotgun. He's dropping back. This one out to Perry, but it's incomplete. Good coverage there by Gilmore. McCoy's shaken up on that play as now Jamal Williams in the backfield with Kamara and Oliver. Carolina once again brings the pressure in. A.T. Perry once again can't bring it in. And the offense will stay out for this one as the Saints come out in the eye with 3 tight ends. 4th and goal. And they'll hand this off to Kamara, who has a hole and a touchdown. Alvin Kamara finds the opening in the defensive line and scores. Here's the extra point attempt by Schwartz to tie this one up. And it is good. We are all tied up here, 7-7, as Johnston kicks this one back to Hamler. Hamler will take it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Carolina's offense once again through that untimely interception on their last drive. And of course, the Saints capitalized with a touchdown of their own. Now 1st and 10 for Carolina as they come out with 2 tight ends. Young gets this underneath for Hurst, who hauls it in for a gain of 4. Second and 6 for Carolina. Young dropping back, loading up, going deep. He's got Chark, and he misses Chark. Couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 6 here from the 29-yard line. Young going deep for Hurst, who can't bring it in. Incomplete. 4th and 6 coming up. And Hecker will just punt this one away as Carolina couldn't get anything going on that drive. Rodgers back to take this, and it's down at the 25. As the Saints have it 1st and 10 here at the 25. Pressure up the middle once again. This one thrown out to Kamara, who makes the grab and is met after a 6-yard gain. And it looks like it's a dislocated hip for Hazleton. 2nd and 4, offset eye for the Saints. That's the 2nd time this year Hazleton has left for an injury as this one swung out to Jawan Johnson, and he'll be just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1 here for New Orleans. Can they convert as they drop back? Carolina brings pressure, and Brian Burns gets home for the sack. That'll force 4th and 11 as Brian Burns gets through the offensive line and brings down Oliver. 4th and 11, and Johnston on to kick it back. Anderson will field this one at about the 31-yard line as he looks for space and gets up to the 37. Here comes Miles Sanders, 6 rushes, 61 yards, and the touchdown tonight. Now 1st and 10 from the 37 for the Panthers offense, looking to get something started as they have stalled. They'll hand this one off to Sanders as he runs up the middle for a gain of 9, but it looks like Sanders may be shaken up a little bit. And Sanders will walk back to the tunnel gingerly on that ankle. Hopefully Sanders is all right. Chuba Hubbard in the game, 2nd and 1. Young fakes the handoff to Chuba, throws underneath for Mingo, who makes the grab and spins off of a couple tacklers and is finally brought down at the 33. Good hard run by Mingo. Now 1st and 10 from the 33. Young in the shotgun again, 2 tight ends. Chuba takes the handoff and goes right up the middle, shrugs off a tackler and is brought down at the 16. Miles Sanders not the only back on this team that can run. And it looks like it's a quad strain for Sanders. We're nearing the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 16. Carolina hands off to Chuba again, who looks for room, makes a spin and gets 8 yards up to the 8-yard line. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. We're tied here in Charlotte, 7-7. 2nd and 2 at the 8. Carolina empties out the backfield as this goes underneath for Chark, who has it, and the touchdown. DJ Chark finds the end zone. Carolina just sent everybody 8 yards deep to open up the underneath lane for Chark, and he takes it to the house. It wasn't very far to go, though. And Carolina recaptures the lead. Butker on to make this a 7-point game. His kick is good. Now Butker ready to kick this one back to New Orleans. Lassiter deep to return. He's going to take it just a yard or two into his end zone and bring it out. And once again met by Barno at the 15. The Saints offense comes out with 2 running backs. That is Williams and Kamara in the backfield as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 15, looking to score before the half ends. And this one is dumped down to Kamara, but he's met immediately by Jamie Robinson. The Saints are going hurry up, 2nd and 4. And this one is caught by A.T. Perry. Now 1st and 10. 1:15 left to go here as Brian Burns gets pressure but can't get home. The pass is caught and Williams gets up 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Under a minute left to go here as this one goes out quick to Perry, who makes the grab in bounds. The Saints use their first timeout. It's now 1st and 10 from the 45 as they look to continue this drive. This one goes out underneath for Jawan Johnson, who brings it in after a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Oliver and the Saints in the shotgun. Oliver steps up. He's going to run for it. Has the blocking and slides down at the 17-yard line. Saints use their 2nd time out as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 16. Carolina brings pressure. This goes underneath toward Johnson, and it's caught. Once again, they go hurry up. 2nd and 6, 15 seconds left to go. As this goes out to the end zone, caught by A.T. Perry. Gilmore couldn't knock it away. Perry makes the grab in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's dropped a couple tonight, but didn't drop this one, as Gilmore wasn't quite ready to make a play on it. And the Saints look to tie this one back up before the end of the half. Extra point is good. We're tied 14-14. Johnston on to kick this one back to Hamler. He'll take it at about the 5-yard line. And he's got a little bit of space as he gets up to the 28. 7 seconds left to go here in the first half. Carolina will get the ball to start the second half. Here they're just going to hand off to Chuba, who runs for 4 yards. And that's going to bring us to halftime. We're tied up here in this Sunday night matchup between the Saints and Panthers, 14-14. Now let's take a quick look around the league. We're going to start up in Indy, where the Browns are taking on the Colts. The Browns come away in this one 21-7, 3 touchdowns from Deshaun Watson. The Browns improved to 8-4. And then up in Detroit, where Green Bay comes to town. Green Bay takes this one 24-14, as the Packers also move to 8-4. Good game for Jacoby Brissett as he has a touchdown in this one. And then we're looking forward to the Monday night game as we've got Kansas City and the Eagles going head to head, as we take a look at some other scores around the league there. And then highlights in this one, a handoff to Sanders, who finds the end zone. And then Bryce Young dropping back, throwing deep. I say deep, it was like 8 yards. And Johnson is ready to kick this one back to the Panthers to start the second half. Hamler takes it halfway in the end zone and kneels down. And here comes the Panthers offense. They've been stagnant a little bit there to end the quarter. Let's see if they can pick it up. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25 as they come out with 2 tight ends. Chuba in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Chuba as he looks for space and finds 3 yards up to the 28-yard line. Now 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Dropping back, looking for an opening, drops it off to Chuba, who makes a move and gets 3. He's brought down at the 31. Now 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Can they keep the drive going? Young will play action and throw out for Hurst, who has it as he lowers the shoulder and is brought down at the 45-yard line. That's good for a Panthers first down. Excellent job there to get it over the head of the linebacker. Excellent placement. As the cameraman lost him for a second. That's Tyrann Mathieu that Hurst just lays his shoulder into. Now 1st and 10 from the 45 as Carolina moves past midfield. Young dropping back, throws underneath again for Hurst, who goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. There is a flag, though. And it's unnecessary roughness on the defense. That's going to bring the ball all the way up to the 25-yard line. As Carolina starts this drive. Underneath for Chark, who makes a move and has a couple. He's up to the 17. 2nd and 2 as Carolina empties the backfield. Young alone in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, going to Hurst, who has it, and a Panthers touchdown. Hayden Hurst found an opening in the zone, and Young found him. And Carolina retakes the lead. Excellent route there by Hurst to stay in front of the safety. And Young delivers a good ball. Butker on for the extra points. Kick is up and good. Carolina takes a 7-point lead once again. And Butker on for the ensuing kickoff. He boots this one deep to Lassiter, who will take it out of the end zone and get by everybody. And it's finally dragged down at the 23-yard line. As we take another look at Chris Olave's numbers, they're good. And the Saints will start this drive at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, dropping back under pressure, jumping this one off to Kamara as he's brought down by Bell after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, 3 wide receivers out there as the Saints come out in the pistol. As this one is quick out to Olave, who makes the grab for a Saints first down. Now 1st and 10 as the Saints change things up here at the line. Dropping back and completing this one out to Wooden. And it's good for a 6-yard gain. Wooden's first grab of the night leads to a 2nd and 4. Oliver in the shotgun. And this goes quick out to A.T. Perry, who holds on for a first down. Now 1st and 10. Oliver under center with 2 tight ends. Kamara in the backfield as they motion 1 tight end. And hand it off to Kamara, who runs right into Craver for a 1-yard gain. That 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. Oliver once again handing off to Kamara, who has room and is brought down by Burns after a 3-yard gain. Now 3rd and 6 for this Saint offense. They come out with Williams and Kamara in the backfield. Carolina can't get the pressure, and A.T. Perry gets the first down. 1st and 10 here for the Saints as they come out in an offset eye. They're moving the ball well on this drive. Carolina bringing pressure as this one is caught underneath by A.T. Perry. And that's another Saints first down. 8 receptions tonight for A.T. Perry. He'd have more if he'd held on to some of the earlier ones. 1st and 10 from the 29 as Kamara is brought down by Robinson after a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. Kamara alone in the backfield. If I were the Saints, I'd keep throwing the football. That seems to be working as they try to play action this one and dump it off to Osley. And he's brought down for no gain. 3rd and 9 coming up. Oliver in the shotgun for this 3rd and 9. Carolina once again brings pressure. It's quick out to Jawan Johnson, who brings it in at the 19 for a Saints first down. Carolina can't seem to get the same pressure they were getting earlier as it's 1st and 10 from the 19. Saints are in the eye. And they hand this one off to Kamara, who works his way outside and is brought down by Chris Bartell after a 2-yard gain. Now 2nd and 8. 3 wide receivers out there for Oliver and company. As Brown gets pressure up the middle, and this is just thrown away. 3rd and 8 for the Saints. Ball at the 16 as they look to keep this drive alive. And this one is caught by Perry at the 1-yard line. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter with the Saints on the 1-yard line, down 7, 14-21. 1st and goal from the 1. Offset eye here for New Orleans. And they hand it off to Kamara, who dives over the plane for a touchdown. And the Saints look to tie this one right back up. Excellent job there by Kamara. And Schwartz on for the extra point attempt to tie it up. And the kick is good. We're all tied at 21 as Johnson is ready to kick this one back. Hamler will field it at about the 2-yard line. Hamler looking for space, doesn't find any, and is brought down at the 21. And that's where Carolina will start their next drive. Now 1st and 10 from the 21. Carolina coming out in the shotgun. Young changing some things up at the line. As this is quick underneath to Dean, but that's only good for 1 yard. He had that huge game where he made 2 grabs for 2 touchdowns last week. He hasn't had much today. As Young has it 2nd and 9 out to Mingo, and good for a first down. 1st and 10 here from the 35. Young takes the snap, looks left, that's the direction, finds Hayden Hurst, who gets another first down at the 50. Now 1st and 10 from the 50. Carolina on the move as they hand this one off to Chuba, who gets 2 yards up to the 48. 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. They come out with 2 tight ends. They'll fake the handoff to Chuba as Young is hit as he threw and knocked away by Foskey. Good play there by Isaiah Foskey to force the third down. Now 3rd and 8. They go play action again as Young is hit as he fumbles the football. It's picked up by Ekwonu. 4th and 20 coming up. Foskey came in and just laid a hit on Young. That forces the 4th and 20. Hecker on to pin the Saints deep. As this one will be fair caught at the 16-yard line. And here comes Oliver and the Saints offense. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends. And they'll hand this one off to Kamara, who tries to get outside and will lose a yard. Back to the 15. Now 2nd and 11, 2 tight ends left for the Saints. If you take a look at Kamara's numbers, they are pretty wild, as he's averaging basically 1 yard a carry and has 2 touchdowns, as this is good for a 6-yard gain. Bisley on the catch there. 3rd and 5 for the Saints. Oliver in the shotgun. Kamara to his right as he just dumps this off to Kamara, who has it for a Saint 1st down. Now 1st and 10. Offset eye here for the Saints, as this is going deep for Olave. Incomplete. Overthrown out of bounds. 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. 2 tight ends for Oliver. And he fakes the handoff, throwing back to Kamara, who's met immediately by Robinson for a 2-yard gain. 5 catches on the night for Kamara's. It's now 3rd and 8. Can the Panthers defense get off the field as they bring pressure, and A.T. Perry makes the grab at the 49. Now 1st and 10. They empty the backfield. Oliver back there alone, as he's looking for something and will throw it away out of bounds. Now 2nd and 10 from the 49. Oliver in the shotgun. And this one will be complete to Johnson, who has room and is pushed out of bounds at the 1. Looked like a Panther had slipped trying to close the gap, and that allowed Johnson to just run right up the sideline. That was J.C. Horn that slipped. And they've got it 1st and goal from the 1. Offset eye here. And Schultz will blow this up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 1. 2nd and goal. I formation this time for the Saints. And once again, they'll hand off to Kamara, but he's met by Johnson, and he goes nowhere. Here's the 3rd down play, 3rd and goal from the 2. And once again, Schultz gets through, bringing down Kamara for a 3-yard loss. And the Saints will take the field goal attempt. Schultz on to add 3 points, and it is good. The Saints take a 3-point lead late in this one. Johnston on to kick this one back with 2:15 remaining, as Hamler will take it just inside the goal line. He's going to bring it out, looking for blockers, and gets up to the 24. And here comes Bryce Young and the Panthers offense. 1st and 10, 2:12 remaining. Young comes out in the shotgun, as he drops this off for Hayden Hurst, who uses his speed to get outside and get a 1st down. Now 1st and 10, 2:06 remaining. Ball at the 41. Young takes the snap and throws this one out to Chuba, but it's incomplete, just out of reach. 2nd and 10 from the 41 now for the Panthers. 2:02 remaining in this game as Young takes the snap and finds Hurst again, who gets out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2 as Carolina empties out the backfield. Young under pressure, looking for something, just throws this to Dean, who can't bring it in. 4th and 2 for the Panthers as they keep their offense out there. They need this one if they want to keep this game going. And this one is caught by Hurst, and that'll be a Panthers first down up to the 41-yard line. Hurst goes over 100 yards on the evening, 1st and 10. Young throwing deep. He's got Mingo down there in double coverage, and it's knocked away. Now 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. As Young tries to get this out to Hurst, but it's knocked out of his hands by Griffin. 3rd and 10 now for Carolina. Shotgun here. As Young is hit as he threw, and that'll fall incomplete, forcing a 4th down. And Harrison Buckner will come out for the field goal attempt. And the kick is up and no good. Butker pushes it wide right. And the Saints will take over. Saints take over 1st and 10 from the 48. 3-point lead for New Orleans as they hand this off to Kamara, who finds space and is down the numbers. Touchdown, Alvin Kamara. And the Saints score late, likely putting this one out of reach. They go up 31-21 here with 55 seconds left to go. And the extra point is good. Johnston on to kick it back to Hamler, who will take it at about the 3-yard line. And he's brought down at the 18. The Panthers need some magic here as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 18. Young drops back. Throwing out to Chark, but it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. This one's going out to Hurst, who makes the grab, falling out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, 42 seconds left to go here. As Young loads up, looking for Chark, and it's incomplete. There is a flag. Let's see what the penalty is. It's going to be pass interference on the defense. This is going to come at the 1. Carolina's got it 1st and goal after that pass interference call. They come out in the eye. Hand this off to Chuba, who gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Butker on for the extra point here. And it is good. They've got a 3-point game here in Charlotte. And Carolina's going to attempt the onside kick. And it is fielded by Johnson as he's brought down at the 38-yard line. And Savala suffered a bruised quad. He's going to be okay. 1st and 10 here for the Saints. Carolina does have all 3 timeouts. As they hand this off to Kamara, who is brought down after a 1-yard gain. Carolina uses their 1st timeout. Now 2nd and 9 for New Orleans. 2 tight ends. And they hand this off to Kamara, who's brought down immediately, a 2-yard gain. I pressed the button for a timeout after that play happened. Oh my God. 3rd and 7, shotgun here for the Saints. 7 seconds left to go as they hand this off to Kamara, who's brought down immediately, bringing up 4th and 10. I mean, honestly, because of that, now I need to return this kick for a touchdown. As this goes out of bounds, the clock's at 0. And that is the game. The Saints come in and take this one from Carolina, sweeping the season series. They win this one 31-28. All right, and let's take a look at some stats. Mike Oliver, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 319 through the air. After those first couple drives, I couldn't figure out how to stop the pass against them. And Bryce Young goes 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 241 in the air. Rushing on the ground, Kamara held in check except for that 1 long touchdown run. He finishes with 59 yards and 3 touchdowns. Miles Sanders goes for 70 before he was injured and 1 touchdown. Chuba comes in for 34 yards and 1 touchdown. A.T. Perry dropped a couple. They credit him with 2 drops, but he finishes with 10 receptions and 103 and a touchdown. Hayden Hurst has a good one, of course, as he finishes with 132 and a touchdown. Chris Olave, 94 yards. Nicholas Schultz finishes with 5 tackles for a loss. And the sacks go to Foskey, Burns, and Schultz. The 1 interception goes to Marshawn Lattimore. And we've got 1 upgrade coming out of that game. It is to J.C. Horn. We're going to go slot for him. He's up to an 89 overall. And he gets 2 awareness, 1 change of direction, 1 man coverage, 1 play rec, 1 tackle, and 1 zone. Good upgrade for J.C. And the big injury news coming out of that game, and dislocated hip for Abdul Hazelton is going to keep him out for 6 weeks. So we will not see him until the playoffs. What I am thinking about doing is IRing him for the rest of the year. We have a good center in Bradley Bozeman. We don't necessarily need Hazelton and risk him getting injured in the playoffs. We could just play Bozeman the rest of the year and in the playoffs and let Hazelton's hip heal up. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas on how you'd like to see that handled. And that's going to do it for us here as we lose a heartbreaker to the Saints once again. We fall to 7-5. They move to 5-7. And the next one, we travel up to New York to take on the Jets. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.